Hi, my name is Meely and I'm a second year undergraduate studying history. I identify as an asexual lesbian with she/her pronouns. Before I made this video, I used to be LGBTQ+ officer for Alcon College, and I'm now Diversity and Accessibility Chair for Dungeons and Dragons Society with my partner. We also have a number of other roles. As part of these roles, I represent marginalised groups, including the LGBTQ+ community. Being LGBTQ+ anywhere can cause mixed feelings. Some people are still in the closet and they don't like to correct people if they're misgendered or if people assume that they're heterosexual. Some people don't want to announce their sexuality beyond a small group of trusted individuals. All of those feelings are completely okay, they're completely natural, and they are completely valid. They can change when you come to uni though, so for example, people come out more at university because it's safer. They don't have to deal with family pressure or ostracisation in the same way. It can also really reinforce that fresh new start that you get when you start at a new university. So my family knew that I was LGBTQ+ before I started university. My family's very LGBTQ+ friendly. I have a lot of relatives, but I only really assigned labels after I started at the University of York. York is a very friendly place. We have a really high proportion of LGBTQ+ students, and there's two groups at the uni as well. So the first is the social, which is a society. They run regular events, they run them in the day and at night, they do alcoholic camp labour. And the other is the network, so that's run by the elected LGBTQ+ officer. So we've got two officers this year, their names are Katie and Ziggy. They also run events, but it's more frequently involved in campaigning and behind the scenes and bettering the LGBTQ+ experience across the university. I think if I could give any advice to someone starting at York, I would tell them that it's completely okay if you don't want to join the two groups. There is a lot of expectation that people join the groups that represent them, but you don't really have to, and it doesn't mean that you're less LGBTQ+ or that you don't deserve support. There are plenty of societies to get involved in, and many of them have LGBTQ+ people, even though they're not aimed at us. For example, I'm not a member of either, and I have plenty of LGBTQ+ friends through other societies and college committees and just on my course. So no experience of being LGBTQ+ is the same, and joining or not joining the society doesn't affect the validity of your sexuality or gender. I would just do whatever makes you feel comfortable. I would probably, if you wanted to try it out, I'd go to one of the socials and see if it's your thing, because they are a really nice group of people, so you might find that it's exactly where you want to be, but it's completely okay if it's not. And as well as the two student-led LGBTQ+ groups, there's also a number of support networks available at the university for you. So there's the Advice and Support Centre. They are run by USU. They can provide confidential advice on so many different things, including LGBTQ+ wellbeing. There's also the chance, if you're part of a widening participation group, so if you're an ethnic minority or disabled or a refugee or first gen or anything like that, you can sign up to have a student buddy through Student Connect, and then you could request that you have someone who is also LGBTQ+ if you're a fresher. Outside of the university, there's also plenty of support in York, so there's the LGBT Forum. They run events for a number of different groups, and there's also Yorkshire MESMAC. They have sexual and mental health advice for LGBTQ+ people, and they also have a youth group for people aged 14 to 25 called Your Queer. So the majority of LGBTQ+ students at the University of York will be able to access them. But even if you're a mature student, you can get involved in MESMAC. You just won't be able to join Your Queer.